He's gonna die again. Body block, body block. Good luck.
What is popping, YouTube? You already know who it is. Today we have ourselves a nice little advice video on how I feel you need to be if you want to dominate in the DZ. And yes, this is my preference. This is my personal experience of what I've been doing. The past few days have been like manhunt crazy days. Like I've been going on surreal length manhunts. I'm talking about hour-long manhunts. I can't record it all and put it all into an hour-long video. That'd just be outrageous. But take my word for it, it's like hour-long manhunts. I have crazy amounts of footage when it comes to that, as you guys probably have noticed. But let me talk to you real quick about the current survive meta. So you need a healer build on your team. You can see my healer build is hello, it's lit. He's taunting them. You can see, look at our teammate, shocked and still alive with that combat melee protection, body block, and he gets straight back to full health as soon as he gets healed. And it's like, it's that cycle. So if you have a smart healer build that's running a seeker in order to do damage or to, you know, CQC or stop people from rushing, all the people who are like running in circles around you, that's what the healer build's forte is. So if you're a healer build, my advice would be, yes, right now, despite how bad it's going to be, run Seeker Mind, because that is the most effective like thing you can do as a healer other than heal. And that's just destroy whoever is rushing or whoever is sitting behind a wall. That's what a healer build wants to do. Since their gun isn't really doing that much, give them a role to play. And that's either dominating people with Seeker Minds while healing, or focused on healing. And, you know, whenever they rush, keep the Seeker Mind for that predicament, or however you want to do that. That's for 1.6. For 1.61, maybe you don't have to really worry about having a Seeker Mind. They'll have a support station or a Mega Pulse. Either way, the healer has to be there. So I noticed with my most comfortable scenario, I have a super tanky build that's 416 toughness. I'll be making a build video on it. It's a Banshee build, super amazing, really fun to use. When you add that with DPS, which is a hard DPS player, a healer, a tank, which would be me, and a support, whether they have the pulse or whether they have the support station or whatever. The support can run whatever. That's based off of every player's preference. Some people don't like running Seeker Minds. They rather run double support stations in order to tank everything. You know, there's different things, turrets, whatever. But as bad as people want to agree on the fact that it's terrible to use this or use that, what works is what works, straight up. I mean, at the end of the day, we can get annoyed of all we want to, but it's in the game. As much as it irritates us, it is what it is. But to have a strong team comp, you have to understand your position and play your position. Don't get too hungry. Don't waste unnecessary ults. You know, save your ults for your teammate. Hold down a position. That's one of the biggest things. People like, I mean, yes, you can go on running manhunts, you can spawn trap them at the checkpoint, but at the end of the day, you're holding down a position because you guys have to stay together. If your teammates start separating, they're going to get focused individually, and it's going to be big problems. Like as you can see right here, my homeboy Google ran out, and they got a chance to focus him instead of the bullets spreading amongst the team. But when you're able to stick together, you have so much capabilities with your heal being in sync, and then your other teammates, and then your healers that bring your health all the way up. You don't have to worry about med kits. You don't have to really worry about nothing actually. But the thing is that people don't understand is holding down a position. It's harder for the 1, 2, 3 other groups to get in there without committing to their death. So not everybody is going to be smart. The server, you know, not everybody's in communication. Some people are in party chat, some people are in game chat. Both teams, like let's say there's like 3 teams. All 3 teams aren't going to coordinate and say, hey, let's all run in. So what they're going to do is they're going to snowball. And what snowball means is 1 will come in or 2 will come in, and that gives my team or whoever's holding the manhunt time to focus that person and get them out, and they come in one at a time like dominoes. Whereas a smart team, you know, would rush all together and challenge it where it would be 4v4. So the way the Dark Zone is, it's, you know, it's since it's mixed with solo players, you know, 2 teams, 3 teams, 4 teams, whatever. So people in communication, people not in communication, everybody's in a giant mix-up unless, you know, they catch on. So the fact is, if you hold down a position, because they want the manhunt kill, just like I said, if you're ready manhunt, you know, you got the mark on your head. They want that, so they're gonna keep coming regardless. They don't care about dying. They keep doing it. But the fact is once they come by themselves, that gives the seeker mind, that gives the DPSer, that gives me as the tank, whatever. Everybody can focus on that single person, and it doesn't matter how low our DPS is. 4 people shooting at you, you're gonna die regardless, especially if not everybody's coming. And if they see their teammates die and they're popping ults and 2 or 3 come, you have your seeker mind to protect you, or you would have your turret, or you would have something to deter the rush. So my manhunts usually involve me being close to the checkpoint because I like the consistent fighting. I don't want to have to wait 20 minutes for somebody to respawn and come on with them to keep coming in waves like zombies. And the problem with people is that's exactly what they do. They come in one by one like zombies. They don't think, they just want the kill. They see you get one shot, and I have a healer that will literally shell shock me back to full health without me popping anything, and they don't know what's going on. So what they do is they just try to hit fire until they die. They already kind of give up in their head. But in this meta, it is kind of annoying because the healing factor is just insane. One healer can change an entire team's experience. You don't need 4 DPSers. Yes, 4 DPSers is pretty good, but longevity, it's not going to happen. A healer build will always win. The fact that you don't have to get rid of all your med kits, pop your heals, pop your ults, all those things that a healer build can take away, as far as like in a fight, will change the whole experience. So if you want to dominate in the DZ, get yourself a person that is comfortable with surviving. One, that's actually the most important thing. Let me get back on that. If you're a healer and you want to play a real good healer, don't die. If you die, your team dies. So don't be dumb and run out there with your seeker minds, and don't get too cocky with the idea that you can pop your health and you stay alive. Remember, your health is for your team. You use it for everybody. Don't just use it because you ran out and you wasted the ult and they come in with tackles or defense and then your team's left stranded. What you want to do is you want to come in and out, pop in and out, go for finishing kills, go for like to throw your seeker into the running groups of the people who's sitting behind trash cans or sitting behind cars, the dead eyes. You want to focus people like that where you can actually make a difference. Don't go for like the hardcore DPS players, because if you get caught slipping as a healer, a true healer build, you'd get melted because your health is really, really low. But the impact you have on a team as far as healing and as far as going across the board and surviving and throwing seeker mines, whatever kind of skill you chose to master, it's way, way more important that you stay alive. Because if you're alive, everybody else is alive. Because the fact that you get your heals back so fast, no team can really out DPS a true team's like hugging each other with their heals. So when you want to take it into like a way where like okay, all right, Jesimein, well, what should I do when there's another healer build or something? Focus healer builds at all times. I don't care who you are. Unless you take that healer build out, all your bullets are going to be wasted. I've had too many experiences where I noticed that a lot of people are like, hey, okay, we can melt everybody else because the healer build is just going to run away. No, the healer build can turn around and come right back and end that whole charade with healing. As you'll see right here, since I have a tanky build, I can just survive up and down a little bit until my healer build gets back. One thing, if you guys don't know how to survive, just like another little tip, run towards everybody. Don't stand still at all. Like you see right here, I could tank because it's ridiculous and I have my teammate back. But what you want to do is you want to run, sprint, come back towards them, because people usually run low sensitivity on console, so they can't turn around as fast as they want to. So they end up shooting where you used to be at. And I think it's really effective only on console because we don't. I run full sensitivity, but most people don't because it's just not comfortable to drag with just your thumbs. It's not like PC where you can just instant lock to wherever you want to aim. The fact is, if you run back and forth in front of a person in order to survive, chances are they're not going to kill you, and chances are if you're manhunt and there's more than one group, they're going to pull their shots because they don't want to go rogue. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that they have to worry about that you don't, because everybody's an enemy when you're manhunt. So my focus, you see, I have to pop my ult right here, and so my team can get back. But you can see like it's just consecutive bodying of people. It's slow. It's not like we're completely eradicating people, melting them off the bat, but it's just we wear them down because their heals can't keep up with us. And I noticed in the Dark Zone, that's something that's so big that it's kind of like the only way to run it now. If you don't have a healer build, you're not going to survive over time. You're not going to out DPS somebody as long as everybody else is playing smart. As long as everybody's not putting themselves in dumb face tank situations where they feel, okay, I'm just going to challenge you based off of my pride. You don't have to worry about dying. It's just not going to happen. And the fact that you have another threat, which is a Seeker Mine, people just don't challenge. People are either squishy or they're really, really, really tanky to the point or where they can't really hurt you with their guns, so they're relying on Seeker Mines, they're relying on Firecrest turret, they're relying on whatever. So you don't really have to worry about a lot of things, especially when you hold down a simple position. Now, since Deadeyes are an incredible threat, that's why I say hold down a position, because you will find yourself getting picked off by a Deadeye. Don't put yourself in any open situations. Don't let somebody tell you how to play to the point where you feel, okay, this is pride, so you lose, you lose your strategy. Play smarter, not harder. Don't feel bad because you're holding down position or you're camping position. You are the manhunt and the server is after you. So you're gonna play what you have to do to survive. You're not gonna play to look cool or seem good. Honestly, at the end of the day, it all matters on your playstyle, and if your playstyle is smarter, then it's better for you. You're gonna be able to dominate everybody. You can see I can come out here comfortably and not worry about it with the support of the Seeker Minds of my teammates. So what we would do is we will make sure everybody's healed, and when the Seeker Mine goes out, I rush with it just in case it doesn't finish everybody one shot. I'll be able to finish off and clean up the kills, and the fact that there's fire around, it's not like they can all focus me at all. And even if they did, the fact that I'm tanky helps me out. So the coordination that we had as a team was pretty legit. Just like you can see in my last video, you can't really hear me. I didn't have it recorded of my actual voice, but we have full call outs. So the way we did it is everything you see done was literally like commanded by one another. It's not like we had one alpha leader or something. It's just we had a person that was usually the healer is watching everything, because the healer is not ADSing, the healer is not focused on a guy, the healer is just watching the teammates and has full control of the area, and they're watching and looking around. So usually our healer would be the one to let us know. Lit didn't have a mic, so it's just natural. Like you see, look at the protection. The protection body block, my team's up there. Look, you don't have to worry about the whole server coming in because they get discouraged when they see each other drop. So I see a lot of problems with how the DZ is ran when it comes to this, because it's such a threat for the people to go accidental rogue. And now that auto aim hip fire is big, when there's so many people, they just can't focus hip firing like they want to. As you can see, look at one out of the whole server, only like 1 or 2 come at a time. They resorted to throwing fire turrets and something to stop us, but we can just sit in here comfortably because they had to come all the way in here and commit to survive. So like I said, my tips for it, this is, like I said, this may be a long rant, but a lot of people have been really asking me like how to do good in this current meta. And just like I said, there's a way to play every meta, and it seems like this is the way. Right now it's to hold down. It's like tower defense. You don't want to challenge everybody, being that your heals aren't as amazing as they are before as a DPS player. But what you need to do is you need to stick with your team. This meta is by far one of the most lethal team metas. A good coordinated team, like the skill gap between a good team and a bad team is so huge. Build difference matters. People want to run all the meta. 4 meta builds, like for example, 4 high-end builds will not win in a 4v4 tournament. Just like we seen with the UE tournament, it was so different how people reacted when it counted. They're like, we're not gonna all run DPS builds like what they usually run these. They're gonna run what works. That's why you saw Seeker Mine. That's why you saw turrets. That's why you saw whatever you saw was different than what we're used to. So when you take that mindset, when you drop the idea of, oh, this is bad because people say this, or whoop-de-whoop, when you take that mindset out and you apply the way you should be playing, which is use everything that works, synergize with each other, think about your actions, plan your heals, plan your ults, save it. If you're going to die, save it. Don't pop your ult just to keep yourself alive. Keep your team alive. You know what I'm saying? So those kind of things I'm trying to add on, trying to showcase how deep the game is when you do use all the right things. Like, you don't have to worry about just running around hip firing and hoping you melt somebody faster than they melt you. You can wear them down with the idea of that you have non-stop healing, you have support through skills, you have crowd control, you have your talents activated, all these different things. Like you can see right here, I can face tank 3 people, I'm not worried about getting melted because my build is tanky. I'm not worried about getting focus. You know, I retreat when I need to, pop my med kits. I always have that on deck. Go back to full health. I'm not worried about it. So it's like there's things that you have to look at when you're playing the game in order to succeed, especially in the Dark Zone. Yes, there's a lot of ways to play. Like I said, this is the most diverse. This is the most team-oriented like patch. So there are plenty of ways to survive in the Dark Zone. But this is being one of the most dominant ways as far as like what I've seen, what I've tried, what I've tested, and it's just no matter what, there's always a back door for us. If one of us goes down, all 4 of us have our ult because we're not popping our ults left and right because we have a healer, or we have to worry about people like melting us because we got body blockers. Like when one of us has full overheal and one person's one shot, we hug him, get around him, surround him until he gets his heal back, and it's just like that over and over and over. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed like my little understanding of how to be really lethal in the DZ. It's been real, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Your boy is out.